This little update. I've had some people on Facebook message me asking about these brackets, how they can do it without welding. You can see here, this is the lower bracket for the dash. You can see I got one body bolt in it right there, but if you can see the 3 holes, those will be, I'll put nut certs where those holes are in the G-body sheet metal, and then just run bolts through it. Same on the other side. And because these brackets are aluminum, you can't weld aluminum to sheet metal. So if you can't weld, that's an easy solution. And if you ever decide you want to take the shit out, you don't have to cut welds to get it out. Just get on eBay, get you some nut certs. They're spelled N-U-T-S-E-R-T. I'm going to use 5/16 18 thread nut certs. You can do something similar up at the top. I welded my brackets on at the top, but you could run a piece of sheet metal up here and then bring it down and then over and then bolt the casing to it. It's easy to do. You don't have to be able to weld to put the casing in the dash in, but you know, as far as the steering column and stuff like that, if you can't weld, make sure you find somebody that can weld. So anyway, on to what we're doing. You can see I got the truck drive-by-wire pedal here. It ain't gonna work no kind of way. The brake pedal's way over there. If you give it throttle, you're gonna hit the transmission tunnel. So you can see that the shape of it is exactly opposite of what it needs to be. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm not sure about the length yet either. It might be too long, but I'm going to cut it right here, right straight across there, and flip it over and weld it back and see how that works. You can see that that's the angle we need right there. So if I cut it in half and flip it over, it may work. So if it don't work, worst case scenario, I'll weld the G-body rod and pedal to the drive-by-wire. I'll cut it where I had it cut here. I'll just weld the rod to it. So we'll figure something out. I'm gonna get on it and I'll update you in a day or so. All right, y'all. So I got it cut. So you can see here, I cut it into 3 pieces. So I'm going to weld these 2 pieces together, and then the angle will be better. So, but I want to show you something. Where's the other piece? Okay. This metal is pretty thick. So you can kind of see it here. Let me get that propped up. You can see what I did on the end there. I beveled it. So when you weld them together, there's a beveled edge. Focus. So where the beveled edges are, I can cover that whole valley on both sides of the piece of metal with weld to make it stronger. So, and grind it clean and still have enough weld for it to hold, and grind it clean and paint it, because it will be visible. At least the bottom joint will be. So if you attempt to do this, you might want to try that. It's a cool little way to finish it so that you don't have a weld showing. So I'm gonna tack it up and get it in the car, and then I'll pick up the video again. That's my boy B right there.
Shifter.
Working on his shifter. He came over to help me for a minute while we was messing with this pedal. So picking up where we left off with the pedal. I cut it in 3 places. I'll show you here. I've cut it in 3 places. I cut it there, just tacked it, and I cut it in 2 places. Cut it right there, just tacked, so I get the angle exactly right. But I'm gonna sit it in here and see how it looks. Looks pretty good to me.
Ronnie's rides and customs and shit.
We're just gonna have to weld that bitch right there. I think it's gonna turn out good. The last segment of the drive-by-wire pedal mod. I got it in there with one bolt. I use that one bolt is in the stock G-body bottom bolt location. So just for reference, you can see where I cut and welded the pedal. What I showed you in the other part, but I still had to, in order to get it to work right, that you can see that the base of the pedal is sort of angled, and it fits better angled in on the G-body firewall. But on the top right bolt, we'll have to have a spacer for it to be snug on all three bolts. But you can see it turned out good. Get full 100% throttle. Just need to bolt it down good, but I'm gonna take it back out. I didn't bolt it all the way down because I'm gonna take it back out and clean it up and paint it and do some other stuff to it. I gotta take that that bottom mount for the steering column out and weld some spacers in there to get that in the center, clean that up, sandblast it and paint it. But got some other stuff to weld up, and then this bodywork Fast and Furious. Gotta pull this back up so that this gap is 1.5 inches, like about right there. Put a filler piece of metal in and weld that up. But we're fixing to get on some bodywork real fast. So I don't usually do bodywork over bare metal. I usually epoxy primer first, but we got to get this baby done. It's got to be done by the last weekend in May. So see y'all soon. Another video shortly.